How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I'm your host, FaZe Crypto, and today we have a pretty interesting analysis to provide for you guys today. I'm pretty excited to be making this video. So right here we've got the greatest asset price bubbles in history, which is pretty interesting to say the least. I think we're looking at a pretty historical moment when it comes to cryptocurrency and all these different things. We've gotten some recent feedback from people who've been talking about the potential of seeing a path that Bitcoin is on right now that could be leading us towards a interesting uproar in value. Right now, I figured that I would just keep you guys in the know about what my perspective is about all these different things. Of course, this is happening right alongside this. Right now we've got Bitcoin impending halving could spark price boom. This is definitely something to keep on your radar. Of course, a block reward halving in Bitcoin is referred to as the mechanism that decreases the amount of Bitcoin generated by miners after mining a block. You know this. Just 15 months or 450 days until the next Bitcoin halving event. Can't wait for everyone to say it's already priced, for the next 12 months, isn't it? Another quote right here that I found pretty interesting. I'd guess that upwards of half the people I know that invest in Bitcoin have never heard of halving or what it is. Then those are the people that already own Bitcoin that guess it's based on. My whole analysis of these forks that we keep seeing, I think that they're just going to keep forking. I'm pretty confident that we're just going to see these cryptos that keep forking are only destined to fork in the future. And so we got a commenter on here that says all the more reason why Bitcoin has to go up higher in price because the mining aspects needs to be profitable. I think that that's certainly something that's working behind the scenes, that's going to be really pushing and providing a lot of the momentum with this sort of stuff as the variables really get going. And of course, this is all part and parcel to some of the developments that we're seeing happening involving the cryptocurrency space. I'm definitely excited for the long term. And when we're looking at the current activity that's been happening with Bitcoin, of course, it's difficult to ignore the fact that we've got all these different variables happening behind the scenes as we want to talk about regulations and mass adoption and all these different aspects of it. But what I want to really focus in on here is going to be that $4,000 barrier that we really want to see Bitcoin break, which could really have the momentum that we could use that would really bring the space up to where we'd want to see it for the rest of 2019. I'm pretty excited about the current situation as things have been developing in that same effect. But this article right here reads, 2018 was not an easy year for all the participants of the cryptocurrency and market, but it was the worst perhaps for crypto exchanges, and the main profits of the exchanges are commissions from trading operations and fees for listing, with in a stagnating market full of low quality projects and total sad mood. Only the strongest participants will survive. Today we will talk about the trends of the exchange markets in the important factors that should be considered to stay afloat. And I think that sort of does enunciate what we're looking at here as far as one of the central challenges that definitely does stand in ahead. But I still stand by my initial assumption that I've come to the conclusion where we're probably not going to see Bitcoin ever again at this 3,886 area price. I don't see it ever coming back, and that doesn't mean we have to expect to see this time, this historical time in history where it's so easy to acquire a full Bitcoin. I've always made the joke on Alright, so the sound should be back. Thanks everybody for letting me know about that. But I want to just talk about, we don't see Jack Dorsey endorsing the Bitcoin future, the future of cryptocurrency and all these different things. It's not happening for no reason. I mean, I'm very much still confident. I haven't had my confidence shaken in any way, shape, or form when it comes to cryptocurrency. Very much excited to see what we're going to be expecting with these things as the future is really coming up right before our eyes. Just like we won't see $40 Bitcoin again. Exactly. That's exactly the point. I mean, these people who are already ready for the $1,000 Bitcoin or even the $4,000 Bitcoin aren't necessary are pretty much in the same boat, because we've all sort of been brainwashed into the multi-thousand-dollar Bitcoin since the possibility of Bitcoin, it's such an early stage in the game where we're getting habituated slowly but surely to the prices of Bitcoin, as it stands, and it's going to continue along that path. I mean, whether the space gets pumped and then loses 90% of that after the fact, and then resettles at a certain point, which I would pretty much be confident that it's going to happen. All these things are just to the side. If you really look at the factors that are at play, we're working with a house of cards here, with the traditional fiat currency, and the traditional aspects of the old paradigm are slowly but surely coming to a swift and steady decline. And yes, crypto time traveler, that's a good comment right there. And it's all par for the course. If anybody thinks that Bitcoin is going to swoop in and change anything, they're all kind of sort of just high on their own supply, because Bitcoin is just as much part of the establishment. Cryptocurrency is as any other aspect of society that we see. And it's certainly something that we have to, continue to pay attention to. I mean, so we've got Canadian Federal Tax Agency targets Bitcoin investors. Why not, right? Sounds just about like anything else happening in Canada right now. So we've got the Canadian Revenue Agency, CRA, has apparently been specifically targeting Bitcoin and crypto investors as part of its broader tax strategy to keep tabs on their cryptocurrency investments, including how they purchase these assets. Forbes reportedly on this story early March, detailing some of the tactics the CRA, which includes audits, questionnaires, in addition to subjecting cryptocurrency investors to audits. Many of these same users have also been sent comprehensive questionnaires to fill out regarding, and this is just showing us that the establishment does have a very strong interest in cryptocurrency. That among other things, but along that same line of thinking, we have to look at all these different things. So hashtag delete Coinbase. My position on this is I'm just pretty inactive with Coinbase. It's just not my favorite exchange. I use other exchanges, but I don't necessarily have anything against hashtag delete Coinbase, because I think that it's important to keep these different exchanges in line, and I think that this is one way to do it, being the cohesive community and all these different things. Certainly does go a long way, when we're looking at how these different things. I like Binance personally. I like a lot of different exchanges, but just for the most part, Binance ain't half bad. It's pretty reliable. I have a big problem with a lot of these exchanges that want your information, or just keep mining us for our information to get us to so crypto development activity paints a positive picture. All around, there's always going to be signs that blockchain is being adapted more and more by a institutional body that's more and more interested in this stuff. As these things continue to develop, we're seeing right now, for the most part, we can't get away from the fact that more schools are offering to all these more schools are pretty much offering the Bitcoin classes and all these different things in blockchain, and it's pretty interesting to see, because for anybody who's going to school who's doing anything outside of technical analysis and data and all these different things, you're going to be a ditch digger when you grow up, and in 10 years the job market is going to be looking completely topsy-turvy from the way that anybody's evaluating these things as they've been moving forward right now, and I would be very concerned about job security in the future for anybody who doesn't really understand. It's going to be a total blindside for all these people who are doubting cryptocurrency right now. It's almost a no-brainer. And I think that it's par for the course. In every time there's a new technology that comes into the space, I mean, it's much like the invention of the internet, and I think people who say that cryptocurrency is going to be as big of a change for society as the internet was are pretty much hitting the nail on the head when it comes to a lot of these different things. So, a recently released report on developer activity around the cryptocurrency projects reveals interesting patterns about crypto networks environments. The report, spearheaded by Electric Capital, has been combined after monitoring more than 20,000 code responsive in 16 million code committees over the past year, with cryptocurrency being a piece of software at their core, and reliant on crypto, community effort for development. A metric like the number of active developers can give an impression at what stage the project currently is in. And I think that, with all these different things, the cryptos that I'm most excited about moving forward, of course, Bitcoin, I don't see going anywhere. I know Bitcoin has its detractors. There's always going to be mixed opinions about all these different things. But of course, we're wouldn't take Ethereum out of the question. And but Cardano certainly is a crypto that I'm interested in seeing. That the development and all these different things. Litecoin for sure is right up there, and I'm excited. But I think stuff like EOS is I'm sort of. I hold some EOS, but I'm sort of on the fence about EOS. I'm waiting more of having a wait and see approach. But anyway, let's take a look at the top performers before we end the stream. Project Pi, definitely interesting. I made a video earlier today about Hollow. You guys should check that out. Pretty much anything in the top 10, I would say, is pretty solidified at this point. But all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little live stream that we've done for you today. I'm excited to see how these developments are going to look, how this live stream is going to age. But all that being said, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.